Hey guys, how's it going? Spinosaurus the King here, and in this video, I'm actually going to be doing a part two to a video I did a while ago with David and Brandon. We did a video talking about Jurassic World Dominion Theories, and we did part one a while back. But now, since we've gotten a lot more information and news on Jurassic World Dominion from now till then, I think it's fair to say we should do another part two. So sit back with your popcorn, and we're going to be doing like a nice long video that's probably going to be at least 30 minutes to an hour. So, anyways, go ahead, guys, introduce yourselves. David, you start. Just
Hey, what's up? David here.
Yep, Brandon, you go, bro.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy BK in the building.
Yep. So, anyways, I guess I will start off. So, with some new leak photos that we got like a few months ago. I guess I'll talk about those. Like we got a picture of Owen Grady in this like running form with I think it was DeWanda Wise in the forest. I have a feeling that was Isla Sorna because if you look at that background, it's kind of like a Hawaiian background forest. Like I don't know. Do you guys think that could have been Isla Sorna? Like David, what do you think?
Hard to say. I mean, it would be cool if that were the case, but you never know.
Yeah, we'll never know for sure. VK, what do you think? Do you think that was Isla Sorna?
Hey man, unfortunately, I ain't even get to look at I ain't even get to see that. I didn't even know that was out. Unfortunately, I gotta catch. I got a little catching up to do. But
Well, it definitely wasn't. Let's just put it this way: it definitely wasn't Malta. That's for sure. I highly doubt that was Malta. I think it was either Isla Sorna or the forest of California, one or the other.
right, it's got to be one of them.
Yeah, it's definitely one of them for sure. But it still looks more like an Isla Sorna background. So I personally think it's Isla Sorna. However, why don't we talk about that new dinosaur picture that's been released about? I think it was like a few weeks ago. It looks like some sort of raptor. VK, I'm pretty sure you're up to date with that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll start off with some predictions. Like I already did some predictions, but I'll do this with you now. So I personally probably think it's either a Utahraptor, a Herrerasaurus, or a Giganotosaurus because if you look carefully, it matches quite well with one of those three. Like, um, David, what do you think?
I'm more inclined to believe that it is a new raptor. I don't
Yeah,
know which one, but maybe Utahraptor or Pyroraptor, but definitely not Velociraptor.
true. I kind of highly doubt it's Pyroraptor, and the only reason why is because Pyroraptors are very small, and they do plan to make the new dinosaurs, scientifically accurate in this movie. So, I think it relates more to like a Utahraptor or Dakotaraptor. Maybe I wouldn't say Deinonychus. I don't know. It could be Deinonychus, but I don't think it looks like a Deinonychus. Like a Deinonychus, in my opinion. I really think it's probably either Utahraptor or Dakotaraptor, and then my third option would be Herrerasaurus. That seems pretty like a reasonable guess, no?
Fair enough.
True. BK, what do you think? That's a reasonable guess for that new dinosaur we got, right?
I'd say Herrerasaurus I based it off of pictures that I seen when I was a kid. And anytime I
Right.
look at a Herrerasaurus, it looks like those old photos from books. You know that. I'm
Yeah,
guessing Herrerasaurus.
yeah. You know what? Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Herrerasaurus because it actually does have the look of Herrerasaurus. The only thing that made me kind of doubt that is because I don't know. Like I think I saw feathers on this thing, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It might be Herrerasaurus. It might be Utahraptor, Raptor. We'll never know for sure till we get a better picture of this new dinosaur. But it's definitely one of those three. Like I think it's fair to say at this point, it's definitely one of those three. What do you think, David? Herrerasaurus, Dakota, or Utah?
Ooh, well, I think it would be cool if it were a Herrerasaurus
Yeah, I
because,
agree.
that already had a establishment in the JP franchise. So it'd be nice to see it on the big screen.
And we know that they were like unfortunately the Herrerasaurus from Newbar are dead, but like at the same time they could easily clone more. So this definitely wouldn't be the Newbar Herrerasaurus, but this definitely, like I said, this is probably a new Herrerasaurus cloned by maybe even Biosyn.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like that it could be Biosyn. One of the Okay, so recently there was another picture of actually a video of Owen Grady riding through like motorcycles all through Malta with car crashes and chairs being broken down everywhere. Like, what do you guys think is going on in that scene? I have a few predictions, but I'd love to hear you guys go first since you guys can't hear each other properly because the video, how we're doing this. David, do you want us to start, I guess?
Well,
What do you think it is?
maybe it's involving either maybe a dinosaur chase or Owen on the run from the bad guys.
I mean, it makes
You know,
sense. Yeah, that makes sense. we'll get more into like recently there has been some major plot details that may turn out to be major spoilers, but we'll get into that next first. Where we're kind of going in order here with what we got, right? If you know what I mean, right?
Right.
So yeah, like I think I have a few predictions. I think one thing I'll talk about, since Clint Grady is possibly going to be the villain for this movie, which is Owen Grady's father, from the recent news we got, like that was the newest news that we got like a week ago. Maybe in that scene he's riding his motorcycle away from like him and Engine. That could be a possibility, or it could be maybe the Ceratosaurus is that new dinosaur chasing him, because we did see pictures of that dinosaur in Malta. So I think it's fair to say it might be the Ceratosaurus chasing him there. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Could be.
For sure. But it could also be Giganotosaurus, because like I've heard a lot of rumors that Giganotosaurus will be in this movie from Jurassic World fandom, and we have to keep in mind Jurassic World fandom has a connection. Like he actually knows one of the producers on set of Jurassic World Dominion. So like I know he said take it with a grain of salt, but I really think it's very possible, because it makes sense, because they have Giganotosaurus DNA. It's a popular dinosaur, and it definitely would be great for a new dinosaur that we haven't seen before. VK, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, that would fit, because you did say they had Giganotosaurus DNA, so it would.
Well, I mean, yeah, it wasn't
fit.
Dominus Rex, so yeah,
right,
for sure. Dave, what do you think? Do you think that'd be great for a new dinosaur in the next movie if it's confirmed?
I think that'd be kind of cool. I mean, be nice to have another large carnivorous dinosaur in the mix.
I agree.
One that isn't T-Rex or Spinosaurus.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just something different for sure that we haven't seen before. I mean, we technically saw it with Utahraptor and Dominus Rex, but I'm talking about like an actual Giganotosaurus, not in the form of like a hybrid, right? If you know what I mean. Well, they're all hybrids, but like I'm talking about like not like a major hybrid, like maybe just a slight hybrid, like the other dinosaurs, if you know what I mean. But anyways, so what else can we talk about? So yeah, like whatever's going on in that motorcycle scene, it must be. I have a feeling it might have to do with dinosaurs, because like we see cars crashing everywhere. We see like a restaurant with outdoor chairs with like the chairs are broken down everywhere. Like I don't know what's doing it, but like it would make sense. It could be a pack of Ceratosaurus attacking the people in Malta. I mean,
or maybe it's a pack of the new raptors from Biosyn.
Yeah, like who knows? Maybe we're gonna get Ceratosaurus and new raptors in this movie. Like remember like on that list where Jurassic World Planet was talking about, apparently some other dinosaurs we're gonna see is Dakotaraptor, Pyroraptor, Dimetrodon, and Therizinosaurus, all made by Biosyn. So like, maybe we're gonna see like the raptors and the Ceratosaurus terrorizing the city of Malta. And who knows? Maybe Malta is where Biosyn has their secret lab. I mean, that can make sense too, no?
Actually, that would fit.
Yeah, I think that would really fit. I really think that Biosyn's lab is probably going to be in Malta, because like it just kind of makes sense, because we're getting these new dinosaur species in Malta from what we saw. And I'm not sure they're still filming in Malta. I think they were set to film in Malta for the whole month of September, and then October they're going somewhere. I'm not sure where they're going next. I don't think they're going to Hawaii next. I think that's the next one after. But man, David, do you remember all the exact filming locations of this movie? I know it's Hawaii. There's Malta, California. Mm-hmm. What else was there? I forget now. I think there was a couple more. There was Alberta, but they're done in Alberta now.
Right.
Did you remember the rest? I think there's one or two more.
I know they plan to shoot at Pinewood Studios in England.
Okay, so I think England's the next area they're going to, actually, after Malta. I'm pretty sure, and I think the last place they're going to, or the second last place, is Hawaii. And obviously, I think we all know what's going to be filmed on Hawaii, right? It begins with Site B. Hopefully. Could be something else, but I think it must be, like, it makes the most sense to be Site B. What do you think, BK?
Site B?
Yeah. So, well, Isla Sorna, Site B. Like,
maybe. I know they not. I know they don't really plan on utilizing the other islands of Las Cinco Muertes, but it could be. It's either somewhere tropical, or it's either Site B.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's either maybe it's a vacation scene for Owen and them, or it's Site B. It's one or the other, because it's not Isla Murta, because that's not gonna. I highly doubt that's in the movie. It's definitely not Newbar, because Newbar is 6 feet under the grave. So it must be either a vacation area or it's Site B. But in my
Right.
personal opinion, I think it's Site B because I think they would want to bring it back since we haven't seen the island, and next year it would be 20 years since we've seen Site B.
Right.
That's for sure. And what other news? Oh yeah, so there is a bit of I'm not sure this would be bad news to you guys, but I heard rumors that Lowry's not going to be returning for Jurassic World Dominion anymore, and the reason why is because he wasn't able to properly go out because of COVID, and like you said, he was about to go out, and then eventually got canceled. I mean, I think Barry's still confirmed, and he actually is, because he said he was, but unfortunately Lowry's not, and that kind of does suck in a way because I think he actually was a cool character. I liked how he wasn't a fan of hybrids and he liked dinosaurs. And I love how he was like, Patrik, no, you kidding me? Be something. And then Claire's like, what? Be a man, do something for once in your life. That was actually pretty funny, no?
Right.
Mhm.
That made me laugh. And I loved his dinosaur collection too. Like, he was an overall good character. I mean, he was never planned to have a big role in this movie. I think him and Barry, which I think Barry might have, well, it would make sense for Barry to have a big role because he works well with Owen. But I think Lowry was only planned for a cameo, to be honest, because I highly doubt he'll have a big role,
Right. Bro.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, besides me coming up with any theories, maybe I should let you guys go. Brandon, do you want to go? Coming up with some theories on what you think we can see or what you want to see in Jurassic World Dominion based on the information we got.
Like I told you from the very beginning, my guy.
Yeah,
I only want to see one thing.
we all know what that one thing is. Yeah.
I only want to see the Spino come back. I've been saying this for years now. I just need to see it come back, and I just need to hear that roar on the big screen one last time. And I'm satisfied. I'm done. After that, I'm good. I need it to be that roar. It's got to be that roar.
I feel that roar is really good.
After that, I'm satisfied. I'm done. I'm ready. I can lead a movie after that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, it's kind of funny in a way because they've been trying to bring the Spinosaurus back for so long now, ever since Jurassic World up till now. Because think about it, I mean, it wasn't in Jurassic World, but they show its skeleton and they show kind of the rematch when T-Rex breaks the skeleton. They show baryonyx in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, and they also planned a rematch with Spinosaurus and T-Rex. And then on top of that, what was the next one after that? Battle Big Rocks mentioned nothing about Spinosaurus, but then Camp Cretaceous, you see the Spinosaurus on that little computer screen, on Dr. Wu's computer screen. So man, it is kind of disappointing in a way because they've been trying to bring back this dinosaur for a long time now. David, what are your thoughts on that?
I do hope we get a return of the Spinosaurus, honestly. Like you said, bro. It looks like they've been teasing it ever since Jurassic World, so...
Yeah, and same with which is the next topic we'll go into, is the Dilophosaurus, but we'll quickly talk about Spino first. We'll go into the major spoilers of Spinosaurus later on. I mean, like I said, this is not 100% confirmed. It's from a website called 4chan, and 4chan's not always reliable, so I wouldn't say these are major spoilers because we can't say this is confirmed. I hope it is confirmed because this will make the movie, lit as hell. But I don't know yet. But anyways, yeah, going back to Spinosaurus, they've been teasing it for so long. I mean, there is a Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous season 2, and there is a possibility that we may see. I don't know. They took the Jurassic World Spinosaurus to the Isla Nublar. I highly doubt we did because I really think we would have saw it in at least one of the films that they did. But besides the Isla Sorna Spinosaurus, there is a possibility that there was another clone to Spinosaurus that looks similar, but it's a different color, right?
You mean in our Jurassic Park: A New World?
Yeah, there could have been more than one. There could, for example, look at all the carnivores in the franchise. They clone more than one. BK, what are your thoughts on them? Don't you think they made? I know JP3 is your favorite one, but wouldn't it make sense they made more than one Spinosaurus because of all the other different carnivores in the franchise?
Nah, because I thought it was supposed to be a mistake left on the island.
Well, it was. I mean, it was confirmed. Dr. Henry Wu made the Spinosaurus in 19... I mean, the hybrid thing's not confirmed, but a lot of people think it is a hybrid, and me, myself, because I agree now, too, just because of the new fossil evidence of Spinosaurus. It looks nothing like JP3. I still prefer JP3 way better. It's so much more, badass and stuff. But at the same time, it may be the only one, because, the Spinosaurus was made in 1999 illegally by Dr. Henry Wu, and he called it a mistake left behind on Isla Sorna. Why it was a mistake, that wasn't revealed, but he called it a mistake left behind on Sorna. And he also illegally made the Ceratosaurus and Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus that year as well. So it makes sense that that could have been the only Ceratosaurus and Spinosaurus, but we have to keep in mind the Dinosaur Protection Group showed their names on the Easel and Newborn maps, so that's what makes me feel that there's more than one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like this franchise is all very confusing. Like they're hiding so much stuff. Like it used to be fine coming up with theories, but it's actually kind of irritating me now. Like why can't they just release this in either the movies or the website? Like speculating is fun, but when you're speculating for like 20 years of what happened to Easelosaurus and dinosaurs, that's a bit too much in my opinion. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, no, it's too long.
It is. I agree. How about you, David? Do you agree or no?
Well, it would be nice, but there is something fun about having everything be a mystery and ambiguous and stuff. It's like, fun to speculate and
I know, but when you speculate for
kind
20
of
years,
helps keep things mysterious.
I understand. Like I like speculating myself, but when you're speculating for 20 years, it's like, what are they gonna do? Never tell us? Like, what do we do? Pass away? We still don't know what happened? Like, bro, like you know where I'm going.
I mean, they don't explain everything in the Star Wars movies, so
I know, but like
a mystery. So
I mean, there is one theory. There is one thing that people used to think was canon, Easelosaurus, and it's actually not canon. It's complete bullshit. So a lot of people are saying that the dinosaurs died on Easelosaurus because of a plant disease. That's not true. You know why I know it's not true? That was in the novel. That's not canon in the movie franchise. That was in the Lost World novel. Dinosaurs on Easelosaurus were dying off because of plant disease. That's in the Lost World novel, not the Jurassic World franchise. The only thing that we know of having the Easelosaurus from the Jurassic World movie canon franchise is that InGen went there in 2004 to capture how many dinosaurs we don't know, but they went there to get dinosaurs for Jurassic World's park. That's the only thing we know about Easelosaurus from 2001 to now.
Right.
David, what are your thoughts? Because I mean, it is confirmed. The plant disease is only in the novel. That's not in the.
Yeah, that's the DX disease.
Exactly. Yeah, that was in the Lost World. Was it the Lost World novel? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, exactly. See, even David knows more about the novels than me. So if he's saying it, then
I've actually got a copy of both the novels and I've read them both. So
exactly. I really want to read the novels one day. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll buy them off you, man. Because like, I don't know if they're still selling them. Are they?
Yeah. In fact, there's one actually called. There's actually like a bundle where it's like both of them in one called Michael Crichton's Jurassic World. No kidding, actually.
Well, I'm gonna buy them one day. I mean, it would be cool to have those novels. But anyways, my point is with Easelosaurus, the only things that we know what happened to Easelosaurus is InGen went there in 2004 to get dinosaurs, and then after then they considered it abandoned. So I think personally the dinosaurs are just fine. I mean, like there's no disease in the movie franchise. That was the novel. So I personally think they must be fine. But there could have been other companies that went there during the time. We don't know. We have no idea because they never told us anything.
True.
Like maybe Biosin went there, took off dinosaurs, or maybe Biosin went there to put their own dinosaurs. They're like, I came up with that theory, or maybe Manticore went there. Like we literally have no idea. Hopefully in Jurassic World Dominion we get this answer.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Easelosaurus, the Easelosaurus is actually teased for Jurassic World Dominion now. Think about it. We got that big metal box teased by Colin Trevorrow that was posted on Jurassic Outpost where it says Site B Easelosaurus, and it's in like this science lab. So like, I think Easelosaurus is probably going to be in this movie. We got that teaser. Hawaii is a film location. Like it makes sense. I really think Easelosaurus is going to be in this movie. Just because of those two things we got there. Like, BK, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm just saying, like, he did say take it with a grain of salt, but...
No, but, like, I'm talking about, like, not the Spinosaurus for a second. I'm just talking about Easelosaurus. Think about it. Hawaii is a film location. Colin Trevorrow posted a metal box that says Easelosaurus on it. So, like, what is that hinting to, right?
Sorna definitely gonna get some screen time then.
Yeah, well, it must be. I mean, I don't know, like... If we just saw that box and we didn't know Hawaii was a film location, I would be thinking Easelosaurus only going to be mentioned. But like since Hawaii is a film location, I highly doubt they're going to use it for just to it wouldn't make sense. This is not a vacation type of movie, right, David?
Right.
Yeah. In fact, we'll go into some plot details later. Warning, guys, this may be spoilers, but at the same time, I will say it's not 100% confirmed, and we're not quite there yet. But anyways, I personally, in my opinion, I think Easelosaurus is definitely going to be in this movie. How long is the screen time? I'll go into that from what I've been told recently, but I think it's definitely going to be in this movie. Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah, no, don't cap. I for real feel that.
You think so? Yeah. How about you, David? You think so?
Possible. I mean, I think right now it's leaning more towards yes than no.
Exactly, that's my
Right.
point. Like, we can't confirm 100%. I mean, but I think it's a great chance. But anyways, what's the next thing we could talk about? We talked about Lowry, that picture. Oh yeah, so there is this truck driving by this ocean with a bunch of boats nearby. I'm not sure if you guys saw that video, but I think that might be the first Mosasaurus scene film. Like, what if we see the Mosasaurus jump out of the ocean there and like grab the truck? That could be a cool new different scene we haven't seen before. No,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, David? What do you think? Would you like that to happen?
Well, it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, then maybe I think the guy might be able to escape because it's a big truck. He might be able to get out of the truck quickly before the Mosasaurus grabs the truck and brings it in. I don't know, but we're just in general. I think that would be a really cool scene. And however, I think there is one confirmed scene with the Mosasaurus that was cut from Fallen Kingdom, and the reason why Colin Trevorrow cut it from Fallen Kingdom is because he wanted to save it for Jurassic World 3. It's a Mosasaurus stealing a man's whale.
Oh, I'd love to see that pulled off.
I hope they include that in the next movie, man. Like, BK, wouldn't you think that could be pretty cool to see, man?
It'd be alright. Yeah, it'd be alright.
All right.
It'd be alright. I mean, it's a little something.
Yeah, it's a good little scene. Plus, it makes sense. The Mosasaurus, I could see doing that. Couldn't you guys see it doing that? Even scientifically accurate, I could see it doing that if it's that hungry and senses the and senses a whale. Like, we all know Mosasaurus in real life was still big. It wasn't nearly as big as the Jurassic World one. That one was really big, but at the same time, it still was bigger than T-Rex and slightly bigger than Spinosaurus.
Yep.
So it was. Let's just say in real life, it was very deadly, just not as big. And what else can we talk about? Oh, we can talk about Dilophosaurus now. So Colin Trevorrow teased on Twitter that Dilophosaurus is coming back because one person said we missed Dilophosaurus, we want it back, and then he responded back saying, "I appreciate this argument" or something like that. I think that's what he said. I appreciate this argument, which teases that Dilophosaurus may be coming back. What do you guys think? I think that's great.
There's a chance.
And David, what do you think? Do you think it has a good chance?
Well, I mean, just because it's been absent physically since the first film, and if Chris Pratt is right about it being like the Avengers Endgame of the Jurassic movies where everyone's coming back together, let's hope the same applies for the dinosaurs, so then we can have all the dinosaurs again. So having Dilophosaurus back would be awesome.
I agree. And the certain scenes, I mean, think about it, they've been teasing it ever since Jurassic World. We saw the hologram fight the raptor, and they mentioned Dilophosaurus venom in that gyrosphere scene. And on top of that, in Fallen Kingdom, we heard the Dilophosaurus noise. I mean, technically Dilophosaurus actually was in Fallen Kingdom, but we didn't see the actual appearance, just its noise in it running through the bushes in the opening scene. And then we see the statue of the juvenile Dilophosaurus statue in the Lockwood Manor fighting the fully grown raptor. But still, it's just a really big disappointment because there actually was a Dilophosaurus. Dilophosaurus was gonna have a cameo when Claire and Owen were looking for the T-Rex. They would have opened a truck with 2 Dilophosauruses in there that were fully grown. That was the cut scene, but unfortunately they got rid of that because Jay Bayona doesn't know what he's doing. Why would he do that? But anyways, hopefully we get this dinosaur back in Dominion. And I mean, it would be cool to see Dilophosaurus be the one to kill Lewis Dawson.
Right.
What do you think? Would you want to see that, David? If Lewis Dawson dies, I think Dilophosaurus would be the best pick. Because having a baby T-Rex kill him is just I don't think that would make sense. I know it's a novel, but from what we know, there is no baby T-Rex anymore. And plus, it would be cool to get Dilophosaurus some shine other than T-Rex, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, there is a possibility we might be seeing a raptor versus Dilophosaurus as well because they've been teasing that for so long now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's for sure. However, what else can we talk about? I'm trying to think here. Oh, how about we do some theories on what? Actually, we'll go into that for a second. Should we go into what other news am I missing here before we go into the recent news? Can you guys think of any other news we got? Because we talked about the leaked video footages, right?
Right.
Oh, there is one more thing I forgot to mention. There was a dig site with Dr. Alan Grant and Ian and Ellie Sadler where they discovered this T-Rex looking dinosaur in the dig site. David, I'm not sure if you saw that picture through Jurassic World fandom or something, or on my video. It's a cool picture. I'm not sure. It kind of looks like that fossil is a Lithoronix. It has the same skull shape. I did a video about this about 2-3 weeks ago. It actually looks pretty cool. So there is going
Right.
to be a scene with Dr. Grant and Ellie Sattler in a dig site. So that's going to be a good flashback to the first movie, right?
Fair enough.
For sure.
Fair enough, I think.
Oh, you BK, did you see that? I'm guessing you haven't seen that picture, right?
What picture?
The picture of the Jurassic World Dominion film. Like there's a picture of not Alan Grant, but there was a picture of the dig site where Alan Grant and Ellis Sattler are going to appear with this dinosaur this dinosaur fossil. Have you seen that picture?
No, I haven't seen that picture.
Oh. Well, it's a cool picture, and this will definitely be a cool scene in Dominion for sure. What else is there we can talk about that we've been teased on? David, do you remember anything else or no?
No, not right off the top of my head.
Yeah,
Okay.
Not at the top
So
of the head.
So have we covered everything except for the recent news? I think we have.
Right. I think so.
Oh, there is that one thing me and David did a while back. Me and David found out that, like, you know, it's been rumored that Biosyn's gonna be going to Isla Sorna to retrieve dinosaurs, and kind of like the novel. I mean, that would be cool for sure, but like, I'm not sure that will happen. But you know, because like the information that the guy provided from Jurassic Fan 95, he says he has a connection with Dinosaur Protection Group, but I don't know. That would be a cool scene though, for sure. No.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see them try and do that.
Just see them try and fail. That'd be clean.
Yeah, exactly. So you see them try and they fail because the dinosaurs are just too powerful on the island, and there's too many dinosaurs there too. I think that'd be really cool to just see them try and fail for sure.
Right.
Anyways, I think we can talk about the recent news, then we can go on to more theories. So with the recent news that we got, that I found about a week ago, and it was posted. Well, I found it actually a few days ago, but it was posted a week ago. Is this guy called Darth Mosasaurus, and he talks about what Jurassic World Dominion is apparently about through a post through 4chan. So guys, if you are still watching this video, just know this video could be spoilers. Everything here is not 100% confirmed, except for a couple things we talked about. What I'm about to say now is, like, I can't say it's 100% confirmed, because like for 4chan it's not always reliable, right, David?
Right.
And Brike, what do you think? Do you think 4chan's always reliable or no?
No, I never used it, so I wouldn't know.
However, from what he said, it makes perfect sense. I think this is a pretty decent possibility this actually may turn out to be true. So, anyways, apparently the main plot of Jurassic World Dominion is going to be the main villains is not going to be Henry Wu or Louis Stocks. They're going to have big roles, but the main villain is going to be Owen's father, who is Clint Grady, and he wants to wipe out the entire Earth and only have dinosaurs, kind of like the Godzilla versus King Kong. I mean, like Godzilla King of the Monsters kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess that's decent for a plot.
Or Carnosaur.
Yeah, or Carnosaur. Yeah, like that seems cool. I just hope they don't focus on that throughout the whole movie, because then it'll be pretty crap. However, that would be cool to see some scenes with that for sure. But anyways, for the official Jurassic World Dominion opening scene, it's going to be a flashback to 2001 when Alan Grant, the Kirbys, and Billy Brennan all would come back from Isla Sorna to Montana, and then right when they get back, Alan Grant and Billy Brennan wish the Kirbys all the best. They take off. Billy Brennan goes to the hospital, and then later that evening, Ian Malcolm and Alan Grant, they go to a bar and they talk about like what Alan Grant saw in Isla Sorna. They mainly discuss the Spinosaurus, and Ian Malcolm apparently is just like, "What is that?" And Alan's like, "It's a monster bigger than T-Rex." And then it basically goes from there, because they basically talk about the new dinosaurs, because someone went there illegally to make new dinosaurs, and they kind of talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the next thing that we can give me 1 second. Anyways, the next thing that we could talk about is this guy talked about it. So apparently we're also going to be seeing Manticore is going to be in this movie, and they're going to be a company that has dinosaurs with guns on their backs. And apparently, I mean, I have a feeling with that scene, it's going to be Manticore maybe trying to take out Biosyn or InGen soldiers, and I mean that actually could be a dope scene, as long as that's not the whole movie. I definitely would love to see a 5 to 10 minute scene with dinosaurs with guns in their back. What do you guys think? Would you guys like to see that for like a small scene?
No.
No? How about you, David?
No, not really. Just because it just seems a little bit out there, even for Jurassic Park.
I feel it. I mean, it would be kind of cool in my opinion, just because we haven't seen it before. But at the same time, I like I said, I don't want this to be like a full-on war movie. I wouldn't want to see the whole movie having this. Like I'd say, like it would be cool to see if, like I said, a 5 to 10 minute scene with this, because that's not taking too much time up. But that's just my personal opinion. But what about the
Right.
opening scene? If this opening scene is official, I definitely, I don't care anyone says, this would be the best opening scene in the franchise, in my opinion. David, what do you think? If this opening scene is confirmed,
Well, that'd be kind of cool.
what do you think, Brandon?
I mean, it'd be but like the opening scene that I'm hoping for is them going to Sorna. You know.
I mean, even them going to Sorna for the opening scene, that would be great too. Either way, it would work out great. But speaking of Isla Sorna, I'll go into the Isla Sorna spoilers in just a second. Well, I can't say spoilers because it's not 100% confirmed. But I still think this would be a great opening flashback. The only problem I have is how are they going to make Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum and all the other actors look like they did in 2001? Like, there is CGI effects. I hope they can make it look good. If they can make it look good, then go ahead and do this. But if they're going to make it look crap, then it's going to be a crap opening scene, right?
Right.
Right.
For sure. Anyways, now off to Isla Sorna's role in Jurassic World Dominion. Apparently what Isla Sorna's role is about. So apparently Isla Sorna is gonna be in the movie, and it's actually gonna appear. It's gonna have roughly about 20 minutes of screen time. And what happens is that apparently InGen's going there to bring their Giganotosaurus clone there because it's causing too much chaos on the mainland, and they're also going there to go to the Research Creation Center to create a new dinosaur and to get dinosaur DNA. And while they're there, they come across dinosaurs that we saw in Jurassic World 3. And yes, that would mean that Spinosaurus is back, and this is confirmed. So if this turns out to be true, then I think it's fair to say we might get to see a Spinosaurus versus Giganotosaurus battle. I really hope we do, as that would be pretty awesome. And maybe even Spinosaurus versus the Raptors too. Like, big Giga crazy, dude. Like, don't you hope this turns out to be true, man?
Spinosaurus versus the Raptor scene. It'd be. I mean, hopefully it doesn't go like how the deleted scene was supposed to go.
No, yeah, I don't mean like the deleted scene. I'm talking about the Spinosaurus wins against both those animals. That's what I mean. If that's the case, what do you think?
Right.
Would you want to see that? I would love to see that Spinosaurus
Then
wins.
I'm definitely with it then.
True. And then David, let me guess, you'd be fine either way who wins, because
Yep.
because you're a Spinosaurus fan, but I wouldn't say you're a hardcore Spinosaurus Jakey threat like me and Brandon are, but you're still a big fan for sure.
Correct.
Yeah. But yeah, as long as they make them win, I would love to see that. In my opinion, I would be cool. Maybe we can see the herbivores that we saw in JP3, like the Ceratosaurus, maybe the return of the Ceratosaurus for a small cameo, and maybe what if we saw the Mementosaurus there? Because apparently Alan Grant, Ellie Sadler, and also Ian Malcolm are going to be going to Isla Sorna just to investigate what they're up to with their own helicopters. So, because there has been a teased Jeep scene for Jurassic World Dominion. What if that Jeep scene takes place on Isla Sorna with the Spinosaurus chasing them? Wouldn't that be dope?
Now that would be fine.
Oh,
That'd
yeah,
be actually
I
some
agree.
fire.
Yeah, that would be fire. I'd love to see that, because it's like and then what if we see Ian Malcolm saying must go faster, but this time it's not Rexy, it's something bigger and stronger called the mistake left behind on Isla Sorna, man. And they better drive faster too, because we all know that Spinosaurus. How fast was he in fucking Jurassic World 3? He was so fast.
Pretty fast.
If it weren't for that little small opening in that gate, Alan Grant and Eric Kirby, they would have been dead. The Spinosaurus would have caught up to them for sure. What do you think, BK?
Yeah.
They definitely would have been dead.
Yeah, they definitely would have died.
Like, Spinosaurus is definitely, it's not as fast as Indominus Rex, but it is way faster than Rex. Let's be honest here. That's for sure.
Maybe, depends. Because they clocked the T-Rex at what?
32 miles an hour.
Yeah, that exact line. We don't know what the Spino can go at.
Well, the Spinosaurus' speed was never confirmed, but my personal opinion, I say anywhere from what we saw in JP3, I say an accurate estimate would be 35, 40 miles per hour for sure. Because he was fast. Because Indominus Rex can run 50 miles per hour, we know that, but I think Spino can probably do about 40. And the Raptors, they can run 65 miles an hour? They're like the devil's fast, man.
Right.
And then Cardinal's 56 an hour. It's pretty fast too. But anyways, I really hope this is true for Isla Sorna. I mean, it would be cool. Maybe the Spinosaurus will be the one to kill, because according to this guy Darth Mosasaurus's video where he talks before chat, apparently Dr. Henry Wu is confirmed to die, which is not a surprise. I think we all knew that he was probably was going to die.
Pretty
what
obvious.
If he dies? Yeah, pretty obvious. But what if we see him die to the Spinosaurus? Because I think that would be really cool. I mean, I personally would rather see him die to the Spinosaurus than the Raptor, just because he abandoned the Spinosaurus and like made it by accident. So like maybe he can get killed by his own creation, accident kind of thing. No.
Right.
What do you guys think, Brandon? Would you like to see that or no?
I mean, if he, regardless, he gonna die some way. He gonna be by raptors, it's gonna be by a dinosaur. It's got to be by
Of
a
course,
dinosaur.
yeah. I mean, if it's not the Spinosaurus, my second option would be not Blue. I actually would want the JP3 Raptors to kill him. That'd be dope.
Yes, I'll take that.
My third option would probably be, probably Blue. To be honest, for my third option, I'd rather see a raptor. I'd rather see any raptor kill him than a T-Rex, just to relate it more to the novel.
Okay.
Now for Lewis Dachshund, I definitely want to see a Dilophosaurus kill him. Definitely, that would be the best pick to kill Lewis Dachshund if he dies. Now for Clint Grady, if he's confirmed to be the villain in this movie, how would you guys want to see him die? Me personally, I want to see him die to Owen Grady maybe, or Blue. How about you, David?
I'm with it.
Well, it'd be kind of an interesting thing to see.
I'm saying, like, what dinosaur would you want to see to kill Clint Grady?
Can't go wrong with Blue.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Blue. I mean, I think for my main few options, Blue. My second option would be just Owen Grady himself. My third option would be the Carnotaurus.
Gotcha.
Just because we haven't seen Carno kill anyone yet.
Mm-hmm.
That could be cool. For what else can we talk about with this recent? So apparently the final battle takes place in Siberia, where there's actually Ice Age animals with a Smilodon fighting a woolly mammoth. I'm not sure if that's 100% true. I mean, I know a lot of people don't think Ice Age animals fit in this franchise. Me personally, myself, I agree. But at the same time, it kind of makes sense that the Ice Age animals would appear in this movie because, these companies have access to other animals. Like look at Camp Cretaceous. Dr. Wu had mammoth remains for DNA, and on top of that, exactly, yeah. And on top of that, they're filming in snowy locations. So like, I personally because I would hate to see dinosaurs in snow. I'm not for that. The only dinosaur I'd like to see in snow is a Utahraptor, and that's my personal opinion. I don't think dinosaurs in snow is a good thing for Jurassic Park. I'd rather see Ice Age animals in snow. But anyways, what are your thoughts on that, David? Do you agree with that or no?
Well, I mean, also, when you hear the word dinosaur, you kind of think of this hot, steamy tropical jungle.
Exactly, yeah. Because we left off with you talking about how there was dinosaurs in the snow. So go ahead, bro. You start it right here.
Oh, we lost them. That's
David?
Crazy.
It was with the dinosaurs with snow thing.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess there was dinosaurs in snow. However, like I said, the only dinosaur I'd like to see in snow is Utahraptor in this movie. Besides that, I guess it would be kind of cool to see a one scene with a Smilodon fighting the what's it called? The mammoth for just that one scene. But anyways, besides that, what else can we talk about? I think we pretty much covered all the new news and theories. I mean, what other? Did we cover everything? Is it time to go on to our theories now, guys, or is there anything we missed? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. So, anyways, let's talk about some theories. So, I have theories on what dinosaur battles we're going to see in this movie. I'll name my top 4, then I'll talk about a couple others we might see too. So, from what we've been teased, I think the top 4 dinosaur fights we're going to get is Spinosaurus versus Giganotosaurus, Spinosaurus versus the JB3 Raptor pack, an Allosaurus versus Stegosaurus, and the Smilodon versus the mammoth, and also possibly even Blue versus the Dilophosaurus. I think those are the top 5 that have the best chance of appearing in the movie. David, what are your thoughts on that? David? Oh crap, isn't up. David? David?
Blue whatever versus the new species that we see in Malta, or Blue versus Dilophosaurus.
Okay, so you want to see Blue versus the new species or Dilophosaurus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be cool for sure. How about you, BK? Tell us, what do you think? What are your top 4 to 5 predictions of what dinosaur battles we'll see in Jurassic World Dominion? Because we're guaranteed going to see fights in this movie.
Of course, but I say one Spinosaurus versus Giganotosaurus.
Yeah.
Like you said, I know Blue might get a decent amount of screen time. I don't know, but if she do, she definitely might fight something.
For sure.
Because she is pretty important.
Yeah.
After that, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So those are like your top two, whatever's after that, you don't really know.
Yep. After that, I'm just going off by ear, seeing what's going on.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, there is a possibility we might see. I think besides the top five, because I named the top five, which probably have the best chance of being in the movie from the information we've gotten so far. But I think it's a very big possibility. We might even see Allosaurus versus Sugamimus. That could be a big possibility. But anyways, David, what was yours again? You said blue versus the new species. What was your other one? I forget.
Blue versus Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, blue versus Dilophosaurus. That's definitely possible for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely something I'd like to see for sure. However, in my opinion, I hope they make the Dilophosaurus win because it would just bring the Dilophosaurus back just to kill it off is kind of something I don't want to see, right?
Right.
And that's my personal opinion on that. What other cool scenes that we might see in this movie? I'm trying to think. Besides the stuff we talked about, because I already talked about the plot details that might be spoilers. We could talk about what we might see with the Mosasaurus. I mean, I think we'll definitely see the Mosasaurus stealing someone's whale, which we already mentioned. We can maybe see. I mean, it is possible we might see a Mosasaurus fight another marine reptile. I mean, I'd love to see that. Unfortunately, I think that's not going to happen. But I personally would love to see that. And then another scene we could see is maybe a Mosasaurus actually we see attacking not like a small submarine. Maybe this time it attacks like a big, full-on, massive submarine or a cruise ship. What do you think, David?
Maybe.
BK, what do you think? Do you think that's a possibility?
A massive cruise. Actually, yeah, no, a massive cruise ship, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I think that'd be a really cool scene too, like just something different with the Mosasaurus. I just hope they don't show if the Spinosaurus is back. I really hope they don't show the Spinosaurus getting killed off in any way because it's just such a waste. Like, if they bring back the Spinosaurus and the Dilophosaurus just to kill them off, that's just an FU to the Dilophosaurus and Spinosaurus fans, don't you guys think?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I want both of them to survive this film. I don't want to see any of them die in this film. Like, of course, I don't mind seeing dinosaurs die, but there's certain dinosaurs I don't think they should die. If Blue dies or Rexy dies, I can be honest, I could care less. It'll be a little sad, I guess, because they're not evil, but I won't be super sad. The only dinosaur I will be super sad, though, if we see like Dilophosaurus or Spinosaurus die, or Ceratosaurus. That's for sure. That's my personal opinion on that. But anyways, David, do you have any theories on what we may see in this movie? Like anything we haven't talked about yet?
I don't know.
Like anything on the top of your mind that we may see, or even what you want to see in this movie?
Well, I guess I would like to see more returning characters like Tim Murphy and Lex Murphy, the Kirbys.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if this yeah, I agree. I mean, if this is like the end game of Jurassic World Dominion, they don't have to give these there's only so much characters you can give a big role. If they can just bring back everyone that hasn't died from the other films and just bring them back for even just a small cameo, like a 10 to 30-second cameo, I'd be satisfied with that, wouldn't you, David?
Mm-hmm.
How are you, BK? Would you be just satisfied with a cameo with other characters?
A cameo of all the characters from the past
who
are still alive, I'm definitely cool with.
Exactly. Like the only ones I want to have a big role, to be honest, is like Alan Grant, Ellie Sather, and Ian Malcolm, and possibly Billy Brennan too. But like the main three is Ian, Alan, and Ellie. They're the ones who need to have a big role because they're the most popular characters in the franchise by far, and they always will be. The original cast, right?
Right.
I mean, what do you think the chances of us, if they're going to Isla Sorna, we might see the Lost World. We may see the Lost World Pteranodons because like they haven't been confirmed to be dead, and it would be cool to see them again because I'm not a fan of the Jurassic World ones, as we all know. I'm not sure they'll be doing much, but it'd just be cool just to see them just flying by or something,
Yeah.
Even that would be satisfying. However, there's still maybe a chance the JP3 ones are alive, and here's how I know. If you look at the baby ones from JP3, they didn't leave the island, and who knows, maybe somehow they survived and grew to be adults. We don't know, right? It's a possibility.
Yeah, we don't know about that.
And if that turns out to be true, we may see the Lost World and JP3 Pteranodons in the next movie for like a small role. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And also, how would you guys feel with, like, David, wouldn't you want to see that maybe the Dimorphodons come back? Because, like, the Dimorphodons, we haven't seen them for so long now.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Like, where were they in Fallen Kingdom, right?
Yeah, they should have appeared in Fallen... Not only Fallen Kingdom, where the hell were they in Camp? Like, why didn't they come out of it? That made no sense. Like, BK, I know you're not a fan of the Dimorphodons, but you gotta admit, that didn't feel canon when we didn't see the Dimorphodons come out of that thing, no? Yo, BK.
Yeah, nah, I hate the ones from Lost World. I hate the ones from Lost World. I hate the ones from Jurassic World. Just the JP ones that go crazy though, because they were the most terrifying.
Yeah, no, I feel you. But I'm talking about the Dimorphodons. I know you're not a big fan of the Dimorphodons, but like,
bro, I hate them too.
But didn't that not? But like, when we didn't see them in Jurassic World, didn't that not feel canon though? Because like, remember in Jurassic?
You talking about in Camp Cretaceous?
Yeah, Camp Cretaceous. Like that, we should have saw them in Camp Cretaceous in that scene. That made no sense.
It don't matter, bro. It's a kids show.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I wouldn't say it's full on canon. I'd say it's more soft canon. Don't you think?
Right.
David, what do you think? Do you think Camp Cretaceous is full on canon? I mean, it's canon, but I consider it more soft canon, to be honest with you.
Fair enough, but I like to
Yo,
see it
BK.
as canon myself.
Yeah, I feel you. Yo, BK, what's up? Okay, so, but do you still have the recording saved from what we just said before? Okay. So how should we do the rest? Should we just, should I just do the rest of the video with David here to sum it up? Maybe, I don't know. All right, bro. Peace out. All right, David. Now it's just me and you. He ran out of space, so he's gonna send me his audio.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I think we pretty much summed up everything. I mean, I'm not sure what's left to talk about. But like I said, yeah, Camp Cretaceous is probably something. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what else we could talk about either.
Well, I mean, we talked about all the theories. We talked about what might be happening in this movie. Like, what's like, we talked about all the theories. We talked about all the new Jurassic World Dominion videos and pictures. I think we summed it up all. But anyways, guys, tell us, what are your thoughts? What do you hope to see in Jurassic World Dominion? What dinosaur fights do you hope to see? Do you think this new plot information that Darth Mosasaurus / 4chat is true? I personally hope it's true. And David, do you hope it's true?
Well, kind of, but I just don't, like, if it is true, all right, but at the same time, I still don't want to get spoiled, you know?
Yeah, well, if it turns out to be true, it's awesome, but at the same time, I'm kind of upset that, like, people are, like, I'm not going to blame it full on Mosasaurus Thor. I'm not going to blame it on him. I'm actually going to blame it on the website 4chat for revealing that. Like, why would they reveal? That's a major spoiler. Like, why would they do that, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, so like we can't get mad at Darth Mosasaurus. He was just doing it because he's probably into spoilers. So like, it's not his fault. It's actually 4chat's fault. Don't you agree? It's more his fault than Mosasaurus, than Darth Mosasaurus' fault.
Right, I think so.
Yeah. Exactly. So 4chat, if you're seeing this video, I mean, why would you spoil that? Because if this is true, you just spoiled the Spinosaurus stuff for us. Like, that's really mean, no?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want this to be true, but if it is true, I'm going to be upset that it was spoiled.
Yep, I understand.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, guys, tell us all your opinions in the comments down below. Before I end this video, I'd like to thank my YouTube team, Patrik, Cauan, my 2D animator, David Church, my director, BK Go Crazy, my Spino buddy, Zane Chiller, my first friend of Jurassic Park community on Instagram, Anthony Ellis, my drawer, Rafley Sarager, my comedian, and Sarthak Sharma, my best friend in real life. Also, one last thing, if you're interested in Spinosaurus the King merchandise, And other offers I'm selling here is what I'm currently selling on my Patreon. A t-shirt with one logo of my merchandise is $40, and with 2 pictures it's $50. A 5-minute YouTube discussion video a day on your choice is $15 a month. 2 deleted scenes a month of previous animations is $10 a month. A cameo of your very own character getting eaten by a dinosaur of your choice and upcoming animations is $5 a month. And cheapest is $1 a month donation to support my content here on YouTube. If you're interested in buying any from me, the link to my Patreon will be in the description. All people who join my Patreon will receive a shout out at the end of every video I upload. Last one is custom Photoshop pictures that I make for either your thumbnails on YouTube or just for pictures you would like to use. I charge $5 for every picture. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you're alerted for my next video on YouTube. Leave a like, post a positive comment, rate and share my YouTube channel with all your friends and family, and please do the exact same for my YouTube team, and have a great day everyone.